Right now at 5:30, the world mourning the death of Queen Elizabeth II, who died today in Scotland at the age of 96.
And here's a live picture right now. This is Buckingham Palace, where the crowds have been growing by the hour. Members of the public dropping off so many flowers, grieving the death of their queen of 70 years.
And we're now seeing a classic picture of the Queen for Time's new commemorative cover. Queen Elizabeth II, 1926 to 2022, the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. Her Majesty had been on summer break at Balmoral Castle, where her family rushed to her side after doctors announced they were concerned about her health.
And Britain now has a brand new monarch, King Charles III. Janice has more breaking details for us from the newsroom.
Well, she was a beloved monarch for 7 decades and one of the most recognizable faces on the planet. Her life and legacy remembered through her family, a remarkable story of a woman who was never meant to be queen, as we are looking live right now outside of Buckingham Palace, thousands gathering to pay their respects. After 7 decades on the throne, Queen Elizabeth II died peacefully at Balmoral in Scotland at the age of 96. She was the world's oldest monarch and the longest ruling monarch in British history.
My lords, pray be seated.
Born April 21st, 1926, Lilibet, as she was affectionately called by close family, was never expected to be queen. But that changed in 1936 when her father unexpectedly became king after his older brother's abdication.
But my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family.
She was crowned queen at the age of 26 after her father's death, and for 70 years was a steady queen beloved by many.
A bright spot in the year came with the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II.
It is a somber day throughout the UK as people were seen gathering around Buckingham Palace even before her death was announced. The world got word that the Queen's health was dire after a rare statement from Buckingham Palace was released this morning saying her doctors were concerned for her health. Members of the royal family rushing to her side, including all 4 of her children, along with Prince William and Harry. Since the end of last year, the Queen had been suffering from episodic mobility problems. Even then, just this Tuesday, she appointed UK's new Prime Minister Liz Truss at the castle. Truss sending her condolences.
She has been a personal inspiration to me and to many Britons. Her devotion to duty is an example to us all.
Again, taking you live outside of Buckingham Palace, where it really is not a surprise to see thousands gathering outside of the palace as word went around that the Queen had passed away at the age of 96. No doubt a nation in mourning, really the world in mourning right now. Again, Queen Elizabeth II dying at the age of 96, and her eldest son Charles immediately became king of the United Kingdom upon the death of his mother. He is now officially King Charles III.
We'll be singing God Save the King now. It's going to be a moment to
Get used
have
to
that
that
sink
one.
in. Yes. All right, Janice, thank you for that. And the Queen making an impression wherever she went during a visit to South Florida in 1991. The Queen and Prince Philip visited Key West, where the mayor presented them with a symbolic conch shell. They also visited the Dry Tortugas National Park, as well as Fort Jefferson, 70 miles west of Key West. Their mode of transportation? The royal yacht. What else? Local 10's Nicole Perez is on her way to London as the world mourns the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Look for continuing coverage and live reports from Nicole right here on Local 10 News.